How Long Gone? The client is updated. It is Chris Black. I'm coming to you from the very rare sunny London, Jason.
Sunny London.
I think that they're going to be off their heads tonight. The pints are going to be flowing.
Because it's a Tuesday and the sun is out and...
They don't need a reason. You know, they don't need a reason. Okay. How are you feeling, big bro?
I'm feeling good. You know, the heat is on here, you know, 90 degrees. Might bop over to Palm Springs, do a little pool time in between, you know, little gigs here and there with KK. Real quick up top correction I made last episode about it's not a big deal. It's involving when I said Danny Trejo said the word "give me some chon chon."
Oh, Jesus Christ! How many fucking idiots corrected you about this? Please tell me.
Only two.
Oh my god!
But it was, he said that in the film Blood In, Blood Out, not From Dusk Till Dawn.
All right, guys, keep it on your fucking.
As a member of the West Side Familia, as a Sureño, I had to make that correction.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, guys, keep it on your fucking letterboxed. Okay, you don't. I mean, I don't think this is really necessary information, but I'm glad that we've corrected the record.
It is not necessary, but I just want I want it to be cleared because I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing all my OGs and carnals and.
Oh, I see. You're more okay.
My primos and my paisanos would be silently judging me.
I see. You're not worried about our listeners. You're worried about the guys in the streets that could be possibly judging you.
Well, no. The cross section between guys in the street and our listeners. I know all 12 of them. I know all of these barbers in the San Fernando Valley, and I want them to think I'm cool and chill.
I was about to say 12 that's more than I would have thought, so I'll take that.
You thought I was going to say 13, huh? 13, yeah. Bitch. Okay, that's enough gang talk at the top of the Nicole Richie episode.
We're going to be demonetized for that.
Even though our guest really likes tatted up guys.
That's true. She likes tatted up guys in hats. So this is not that crazy for her.
A little more. She likes the guys who are a little more public facing with their love of emo music. They don't really have to listen to it in the chatos. They don't have to.
They can afford rims.
They only claim at the drive-in. Hey, only claim at the drive-in, fool. Not no Mars Volta shit. That shit is gay.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess the Oscars happened, and a lot of our, unfortunately, some of our fellow podcasters are taking a bigger hit than Timothy Chalamet, and when I mean big, I don't mean in physical size. Obviously, I mean more in the splashback.
That little demon, our Hollywood's favorite tiny demon. The New York Magazine headline says, at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, Jake Shane told both Julia Fox and Damson Idris that he thought the sick child in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You was so annoying, and it didn't go over well.
I haven't seen that movie. I'm sure you haven't either.
I saw the first half of it. You know, I love Rose Byrne.
I do too.
I don't want to have 2 hours of a sick kid.
Let me ask you a question.
Sauna. And Jake, that kid was not annoying. That kid was sick. It's really fucked up.
I was about to say. Unfortunately, I'm gonna guess the kid is annoying in the movie. But Jake Shane, as a broadcaster, a Joe Budden voice, as a broadcaster on the red carpet, should know not to say that to people. That's what separates the pros from the amateurs.
Like all those Jewish guys in Schindler's List were so whiny. It's like, that's literally, shut up.
It's like, dude, you can't. You just gotta. Even if you feel it,
just give him an Alfred and tell him to shut up.
It really made me laugh watching Julia Fox. Just both of them had to sit there like mouth agape, like getting told by Julia Fox that they like don't understand what they're talking about.
Read down by mama. Yeah, that's got to sting. Hopefully Jake is taking a long, hard look in that child-sized mirror at his decisions. He's going to listen and learn and do the cultural work.
He got up on his little stool to look in the mirror, and he's
By the way, happy St. Patrick's Day to all of our listeners.
He's doing the work. He's doing the work. He's staring himself in the face. But I think
Jacob Shane.
This is the thing that people keep talking about. And this is the thing that he said, which I actually appreciate. He was like, "I'm not a journalist. Like that's not my job. That's not what I'm trying to do," which I think is fair. But maybe he took it too far the other way. You know, maybe he took it a little too far in the other direction. But he got killed for some other stuff with Lewis Pullman too. I didn't really read into it, so I think that maybe he won't be asked back. I don't know.
Look, I mean, let's hope so, because it's not necessarily his fault. Like I'm sure Vanity Fair and his agent, his team at Wasserman or whatever. His team at the team worked out a tidy little fee for him, and he's not going to say no to that. It's someone else's fault for hiring. It's Guiducci's fault for hiring him on as a cultural commentator when his only culture is whatever, getting in Kaya Gerber's plate.
Well, I mean, I think that, to be fair, he is, I mean, this is not crazy. This is who everybody hires, basically, is him, Amelia.
It's everybody's fault except for him.
We got Mary Beth. Who else we got? Quinn. It's the same. I mean, it's like kind of the same thing everywhere you look. I don't.
Mary Beth is good though. She's got zingers. She's cultural. She knows.
I think Mary Beth's. I'm thinking Mary Beth's really good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the idea of this sort of like, there was a woman who I'm not familiar with, but I think she was on E! For a long time, or maybe one of the bigger networks. She was on the cutting room floor, and she was basically like, "This is what you get when you hire." Blah blah blah. They're going for viral moments, and I'm like, well, to be fair, I would rather see Jake Shane fucking miss the fastball 9 times out of 10 and get one right than see some boring person on E! Entertainment kiss somebody's ass about a movie that's bad. Like, I don't think either one is right necessarily. Like, I think that this is the modern time that we live in, and I think it's not going to deliver every time, but I would rather see that than, I mean, we've seen it when we did red carpets. It's like there are people just kissing ass in a way that is like unbelievable. Like, it makes the actor uncomfortable, I think, truly. Like, I think it's like it's to the point of like, dude, you're laying a little too thick. Like, let's relax.
Yeah,
there's got to be a middle ground.
Yeah, I mean, but also Shane was glazing as well. You got a Sarah Pigeon up there, and he's like, "Oh my God, I'm obsessed with you." I think that's for the dumb contingency
No, you have to
out
glaze.
there.
You have to
glaze a little bit, but it's like, if this is the Vanity Fair Oscar party, to me, people are wearing more elegant clothing and more couture looks than they wear to the actual awards show. Let's have a little more, higher level of class.
I don't care. No, I don't care about I don't care about the clothes. I don't care about the movies. I care about anything else that you got going on that you want to talk about.
What else
tonight.
Is there?
I mean, but the thing with this is the other thing I saw today. This woman Ruthie wrote this is very interesting. I thought she wrote a newsletter about how, like, basically she was saying that like now everybody is so skinny that no one is talking about the clothes. Which I was like, shit, she's kind of right. It was like more insightful than that, obviously, and more well written. But it was sort of like everybody is so like, oh my God, Maude Apatow looks like a skeleton. They don't even know what she's wearing or what they don't care about that. Like, the clothes have almost become secondary because the bodies have now taken center stage.
So it's like, who are you wearing? Wegovy.
Yeah, and she's not wrong though. I was like, yeah, she's kind of right. Like, the conversation is like, or it's like, they look amazing, but the the undertone is more about their like their looks, not the look.
It's more of like, wow, who's your trainer?
Yeah. It's not that. It's not that.
This is Oscar De La Renta. Wow, that's awesome.
But whatever, it all works in the celebrity's favor. Like, I don't think there's any downside to any of this, really. You know what I mean? Like, Julia Fox looks great. You know what I mean? Like, she looks amazing for doing that. It's like, I just don't really know. I just think it's sort of it's a tough job no matter who you give it to, but I think that it could be a little more fun and a little less glazing, and maybe that would work. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the reason it's been this way forever is because it works in some strange way.
In some strange way. Well, do you remember anyone who didn't get it right?
In what sense?
Looks wise? Yeah, like who was not looking good?
Oh, I mean, most people look stupid, but I mean, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really, like, I look at all that stuff and then I'm like, that's nice. Like, Emma Stone did look amazing. Like, Emma Stone looked crazy. That wasn't at Vanity Fair, though. I think that she didn't get invited to the Vanity Fair party, which she said, which is really fucking funny.
Weird. That's interesting.
There's some other, I don't know, man. It's like all guys try too hard, and it's like you just put on, it's not good enough to put on a tuxedo. You have to put on, a midriff tuxedo with a scarf as a tie and a brooch that is I mean, what's his name? Pedro Pascal didn't wear a jacket, which I do think is crazy. And I'm not like a stickler for rules, but like, bro, the flowy white shirt with no jacket felt a little crazy to me.
Especially with no mustache in play. It really removed all of his powers.
Leo looked good. The deep buffification of DiCaprio really turning heads.
He's got his cortisol in check.
They're saying that he took Pedro's mustache, and that's something. So I don't know. I didn't see the I don't know what doctor they go to or whatever. But
he
it
said I'll
like,
be having that. Yeah, I think we for some reason, when I was speaking on the subject of brooches, when I was watching Adrian Brody do whatever weird shit he was doing, it seems like every time the camera panned away and then back to him, his brooch got a little bit bigger every time. And then, by 90 seconds in, it had sort of taken over the whole frame.
It covered his face. Yeah.
Yeah, but we got to stop. And brooches, we're done with brooches for the fellas. Brooches are, if you are a matriarch only.
I like a brooch. Or, I mean, I think what the problem is, it went from a pin to a brooch. And that is a very big
Not all
increase in
brooches
size
are created equal.
and real estate. I think that's the problem. I think it went from but I do think it's maybe an opportunity for a man to get some of that jewelry money. Like I'm wearing Bulgari, I'm wearing Boucheron or whatever, like a way to like get jewelry money without having to wear 2 watches.
We getting jewelry money.
I wanted to before our guest gets on. I had this crazy drink last night that I wanted to talk to you about.
Okay.
It was at a place called. Hold on.
You got a Guinness 0.0?
No, Issy took me to this place called Sessions Arts Club, which I've heard about for years. I've just never been. It was like right around the corner from the hotel, and she doesn't drink obviously, but she also stopped drinking Diet Coke. So she was interested in, and there was this sort of, it was like a tomato soda. It was like a tomato soda, but it had some Szechuan undertones, and it was one of the wildest drinks that I've ever had. And it was one of those things where I was like, I had a sip, and I was like, that's all I can handle of this. But this is one of the most interesting drinks I've ever. The food was great, but this drink was really something else.
It was a fizzy, hoppy Szechuan tomato tea spritzer. That sounds like something I would like to only drink on an airplane.
That's what it felt like. It felt like the spiritual cousin of like a toothless Bloody Mary. Do you know what I mean? It felt like I was just blown away. It was such a wild.
That would amuse the fuck out of my boosh.
It was. It was a really weird one. All right, we have a guest today, Nicole Richie.
I'll be in London in a couple of months. I hope to try it.
It's honestly, I think you would like it. I think it's really something that you would, just because it's so extreme. I think that it's what you're looking for.
I'm an extreme guy.
All right, we have a guest today. Nicole Richie is joining us. I mean, I don't know if we really need to give much of an introduction. LA legend, actress, entrepreneur, mother,
jewelry baron.
Yeah, she's doing it right.
What hasn't she given us?
And we're doing it wrong. All right, let's go to Calabasas or wherever and chat with her.
Thank you so much for describing me as an LA queen.
I don't think that is something. I don't think that's an original thought from my head. I feel like that's maybe how society feels about you.
We're just reporting the news.
No one's ever called me that before, and I accept.
I've been called a lot of stuff before too, and I usually don't like it. So I get where you're coming from.
I've been called many things, yeah. So
I just get called a lot of stuff. All right, so you're taking out your earrings
because they're banging against these headphones.
Are we home in LA? Are we still down in New Orleans, Mama?
I got back from New Orleans. I landed at 1 a.m. It took me 3 attempts to get home.
Really?
Like the plane pulled up before it landed and circled? Or like, what are we talking about here?
They canceled. One flight just got canceled. There's only 2 flights that go.
Like a direct from.
Go to and from that are direct.
From New Orleans to Van Nuys or LAX?
LAX.
Don't do that, Jason.
Yeah. Thank you so much for thinking that I roll like that. If it was Van Nuys, I'd be like, we're leaving when I say we're leaving.
There's no attempts. There's only successes there.
Thank you so much. Yes. No, the Queen of LA flies commercial. I know what you're getting at. I'm a basic B. So they canceled my flight and I'm a mom. So I was like, no, I've got to get home. What do you mean? Like when they say, no, you're flying tomorrow, like you just go into a panic. And I was flying with my girlfriend, Cleo, who's also a mom. And we were just like, no, like this trip is done. We have to get home. Anyway.
I don't think you understand. This trip is over.
Yeah.
I am still in New Orleans. We have to go.
What were you guys doing in one of America's worst cities, if you don't mind me asking?
Whoa. Okay. New Orleans is my favorite city in the country.
I didn't know you were an alcoholic.
I'm not. I wish I was.
Okay.
But I'm not.
You're aspirationally.
Yeah.
So what is it that you like? You just like that fake Europe meets Southern vibe?
I love every single thing about it. I love the mindset. I love
the vomit on the sidewalks.
I love the vomit on the sidewalk. I love the parades. I love the food. I love all of it. I just love all of
Don't
it.
lie to don't act like you're taking down a dozen beignets before noon. Okay,
That's actually all I did yesterday during my floating. How the hell do I get home? We were just like, okay, I guess we'll just go get more beignets.
Stress eating beignets is
Best thing there.
Just stress eating beignets.
Okay.
So you and Cleo just went for a little holiday, a girls' weekend.
No, we did not go for a little holiday. So I went early to speak at Tulane. They asked me to speak to students. I mean, I've never been asked to speak at a college in my life. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Can you give us a preview of the syllabus or a review of your talking points?
It was for fashion and entertainment students.
Okay.
And then also Tulane holds the New Orleans Book Fest. And Cleo and I curate, we have our own tent. It's called the Burgundy Room. And basically we just like interview our favorite authors and talk about books. My friend Jedediah, you know Jedediah, Jason. Jedediah flew down so I could interview him. My friend Sasha Sagan flew down so I could interview her. And anyway, on Sunday, my mindset was, now this is done. And so when the trip got extended, like I just turned into a non-person. I was like, no, I can't function. I have decided in my head that I've clocked out. And
I actually know this happened to me recently in Charleston, the same thing. It was like I was ready to go and then it was like 2-3 days extra. And I sort of had to just let go. I had to really release something to calm down.
Like I was just a shell of a human. And Chris, your background, you look like you could be in New Orleans with all these colors.
I agree.
I'm in London, which is like New Orleans, but better.
Okay.
Not weather-wise, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm in London. So it does, but it is very, this hotel is, I love this hotel. It's called the Zetter, but it's very maximal. It's very British in its design choices.
Chic. This is my color palette, so I'm down.
You like a green? What would you call this green?
Pistachio?
Pea?
I actually don't like pistachio. Hold on. I actually take it back. This is not, I don't like these colors, but I like the color combination.
Okay, so you like where their head was at, but maybe you would do it a little bit differently.
I love the attempt.
Okay, sure. I'll let them know over there. I'll let them know.
Yeah,
Okay.
we applaud big swings over here, but it's going to be a miss for us.
Yeah.
What is your color palette then in your home? Is it neutral? Is it punchy? Is it printed wallpaper in the powder room?
If it were up to me, I would do print on print. I love
you chicks. Y'all got to be controlled. That's why you got to have a man at the house. He'd be like, "Stop, relax."
to calm everything
So
down.
who is it up to then?
Well, I live with 3 other people,
Your
2
roomies?
teenagers and my husband. My
They're
roomies.
hold on, they're fucking teenagers?
I have a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old.
What?
Yeah.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, gay son or thought daughter?
Both.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on.
Are they getting into trouble yet?
They're really good kids. And they are fun. Like I love hanging with them. I love talking to them. Like I call them on the phone all the time. We Snapchat.
Oh, okay. See, when you said you had to get home, it made it sound like you had some toddlers you had to attend to, but you're saying you had to rush home to get a 16-year-old to the mall? That just feels a little
It's just as much work having small kids as it is having teenagers.
I believe that.
Like they're up at night. Like I have to be, I gotta be here. I have to handle.
You have to make sure that boys aren't coming over to the house late at night.
Yeah, I gotta do all the things. And also I had this podcast to do and I was excited about it. And I didn't want to cancel.
Well,
thank you.
Luckily, the thing with this podcast is you can do it anywhere.
No, I couldn't have done it yesterday. And if I was still trying to get home, I would just be like drunk eating beignets.
You still have white powder all over your face from the beignets.
Powder and just like, no, I cannot function.
Okay, so you said that you wish you were an alcoholic. Are you fully sober now, or do you have a little sip here and there?
No, I love a little sip. But
Okay.
I heard you guys before I jumped on. Well, I was on, but you guys were talking and you guys were talking about drinks. And I was like, that's so cool because I am like alcohol or no alcohol. I'm a very boring drinker. Like I don't even think about drinks. Like when you said, I tried a new drink and I want to talk about it. I was like, whoa. And then I thought to myself, are they going to ask me like a cool drink that I drink? And I think like the most exciting thing I drink would be ginger ale on the plane, but it's more so I don't throw up.
Here's the thing. I don't drink. I'm sober,
Cool.
and I don't like non-alcoholic drinks except water, really, and coffee. Like, I'm not experimental, so that's why I brought this up.
We are the same.
Yeah, that's why I brought this up, because last night my friend ordered this twisted tomato fizz, and I tried it, and I was like, this doesn't even compute to me as a drink. Like, the flavors didn't make sense.
Yes.
And Jason is a flavor expert, so I wanted to tell him about it to see if he had any
in drinks or food.
I would say I'm more proficient in food, but drinks, yeah, I'm okay. I mean,
also
coffee
expert,
and wine are a blind spot for me.
Expert, I was being generous, obviously, but he's very well versed.
And when it comes to food, I am a master, though. I can confidently say that.
Wow. Okay.
Same.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, you guys are both full of shit. What are you?
Yeah.
Well, this is good because this is sort of female chef month at How Long Gone. We have Jessica from Squirrel on next episode. Ruthie from the River Cafe in London was just on.
Cool.
Ella Quittner, a cookbook writer, was just on the week before that. So what are you chefing it up at home?
Well, I cook all the time. I cook probably 5 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Same.
So I cook a lot. And I just started, I bake, and I just started making sourdough, but.
Can I say that? I bake. I'm a baker.
I'm not a baker. Like, I couldn't tell you about some like lemon, whatever cake. Like, that's not, I'm a basic baker, but
right.
I do make bread.
Mm-hmm.
I make our bread every week, and I cook a lot.
You have a sourdough starter?
I do have a sourdough starter. Thank you for asking.
I love this. It's like I'm in the Soviet Union. I can just go line up at Nicole's house, get my bread for the week.
Did you get it from Gwyneth? Where'd you get this starter from?
I got it from a guy named Harold. That
shout out Harold.
Yeah, shout out to Harold. And he actually like has the same voice as you. Now that I'm thinking about it, and he's tall. He's not as tall as you.
Okay.
But he's tall.
Okay, Harry the tall bread man.
Yeah, Harold the tall bread man.
What does he do for a living?
He's a chef.
Oh, he is a chef. Okay.
Yeah, and so he's a girl that I grew up's husband, and he gave me a starter.
Period.
That's a pretty. I don't really understand this because I don't cook, but the starter. Does it matter? Like, do you need to get it from a trust? Is it like cocaine? Do you need to get it from a trusted source, or can you do anybody's? You know,
from
what
a
I'm
trusted
saying?
source.
Always test your starter with a starter strip.
I have heard that people get it online.
Yeah.
So you can get your starter on the dark web if you want, but it's nicer to know it comes from a good, loving home, is what you're saying.
You could also get it from like an influencer hot chick on her fake TikTok web store. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, but that doesn't feel as good.
No. You want to have like a rustic 1,000-year-old starter from like an old Scottish man from the 1800s kind of thing.
It was nice. And he said, I'm on my way to work. Can you meet at the mall? And I did. And he gave it to me.
So you had a parking lot drop like it was a Facebook Marketplace sale?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I said, okay. I said, I'm parked on the side. I'm in a black car, and we met and did the handoff.
So do I Venmo you? So you had to get home from Nolans to feed your starter.
The starter's in the fridge. So the starter is starving currently. You guys were more important.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. For the 2 days a week that you're not cooking, are we going out? Are we ordering Goop Kitchen in? A little bit of both? What's the move?
I do like to go out.
Yeah.
I order in.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do all of those things.
We're going out. We're ordering in.
You know what? It's fucked up,
Yeah,
Jason, but I like
I'm
both
like,
going
I do
out
all
and
of those
ordering in.
things.
If you can believe it. If you can believe
Now that you say that,
yeah,
I kind of feel the same way as well, you guys.
I actually, as a New Yorker, I have to say that I've really tried to become a pickup guy because the diminishing returns of delivery have gone to the point. I don't care about the ethics of it. It's about the time and the effort involved. It's just not. It doesn't work the same way. I would rather spend the time myself to go pick it up.
Hoof it.
That I can wholeheartedly say I do not do.
Well, you can't do that in your.
But it sounds nice.
You can't do that in a gated community in the hills or whatever. It's like
Chris lives in New York City. He goes out, walks around the corner, picks up his vegetarian pho, goes back upstairs,
comes home.
Love is Blind season 14, and boom. For you, it's not so easy.
Cool.
Well,
Love
season
is Blind.
10 just finished, and I know Nicole, you watch it, right?
I do not. but I can pretend I do.
Okay. All right, diva. Okay. I got 2 divas here. No, it's okay.
I fly to Van Nuys and I don't watch Love is Blind. This is my
Yeah, Chris, we're kind of above that kind of peasant stuff, but have fun watching it.
Yeah. I'm too good for it, but that sounds really cute.
I like that because we're talking to someone who literally was part of the original wave of that genre of television. So that makes it even better. I think.
Now she's an invited guest at literary fairs in Nowlin, so it's a little different, Chris.
That's
so
true.
I'm simply too good for it. I did watch the first season during COVID, and that was fun. Maybe I'll get back in.
It's a show that people are now saying is like ethically wrong, because none of the marriages work out is the problem.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, no shit. That's not really the point. It's like entertainment. But there's some blowback. People like to get mad about stuff like that.
I don't have any strong feelings about it. If you told me you should watch it, I would turn it on tonight.
Well, how much TV are you watching?
When I'm locked into a show, then I'm just locked in. But I'm not like always jumping on the current shows. My favorite show in the world, hands down, is Breaking Bad. And that is my like cozy show. I've probably seen the whole thing start to finish 10 times.
Wow.
And like if I have a cold, then I'll like watch it and go to sleep.
So whenever you have COVID, you can do the whole entire knock the whole thing out.
Jason, you haven't seen that show, have you? I haven't seen that show.
I've seen probably half of it. I don't know. It just never clicked with me that much.
Let me tell you something. The first episode I did not like, and it took me a few times to get in. It's brown. The house is like not, it's just the color palette is not there. And like, it's just not exciting.
Oh, you're saying the overall tone of the program is brown. Like the
show is brown and he's eating turkey bacon and it's just like not
Albuquerque.
I get it.
It's not Don Draper having a martini and getting his dick sucked.
Yes. It's not like sexy like that, but it gets there.
Yeah.
It gets there and it is hands down the best show on the planet.
Yeah, things really start heating up once they get the car wash business in place. Then things get really sexy, right?
Yeah, it's very sexy. It's a very sexy show.
I know, but this is not an unpopular opinion. A lot of people would agree with you.
Very popular show.
Yeah,
very popular show.
Agree
no, I don't think I'm niche. I'm just saying, like, I will rewatch that show more. Like, if someone was like, "Have you seen?" I don't know, what's the hottest show right now? Love Story?
Love Story.
Yeah.
I actually am watching that, so that's a bad example. But
I think contractually as a woman, I think it's biological that you watch Love Story. I feel like there's no choice.
It's wonderful. Yeah.
See, I watched the first episode and then I kind of lost interest. But I do, the craziest. Did we talk about this, Jason? That the actress, like her team photoshopped her hair blonde.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did.
To get her the role, and then I saw her with dark hair, and it freaked me the fuck out. It's like it's a completely different person.
Same. And I just saw a photo of her like 2 days ago with brown hair, and I thought it was AI. I thought it was fake.
Exactly. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
I was like, I can't believe that she even thought that she could play Carolyn Bessette. Like, I couldn't believe it.
The power of casting directors.
I was like, wow, I can't believe you have that vision. And she's gorgeous. She's beyond.
We agree on this show. It's a rare time Jason and I agree.
Yeah. We would both have sex with her.
Oh, cool.
No, super
Same.
cool. Super cool. You're like, what? Me too.
Yeah.
Fuck it. All right, let's do it. Whatever.
Yeah, I saw her shining at the Oscars, and I saw your dad shining at the Oscars this year as well. Is that correct?
He was at the Oscars, yes. I did not watch the Oscars.
Okay.
I'm too good for Love is Blind and too good for the Oscars.
I didn't watch the Oscars.
I was just trying to get home.
I didn't watch the Oscars either, and I do feel I'm a big award show person. That's one of my favorite things.
Okay.
I'll watch any. I mean, I don't want to watch the Directors Guild Awards, but I'm saying I'll go pretty deep, And I felt weird missing it. I was in Switzerland. The time was so fucked up. I couldn't. There was no way. So I was just.
And we've already moved on from it. There's no reason to go back and rewatch.
No, you can't rewatch an award show. It's crazy.
My wife, who's a wardrobe stylist, she said that your dad's tux was quote unquote flawless on him.
Ooh, cool.
So pass that on up the flagpole. Okay?
I'm gonna text L Train as soon as we're done.
Hey,
and tell him.
You call your dad L Train?
Yeah.
What a name.
What else would I call him?
Lionel Richie.
I have a nickname for my dad too. I mean, it's different obviously because no one knows who he is, but I still have a nickname for him.
What is it?
His name is Gary, so we'll hit him with a Garo. Like Gare-O. It's a pretty. Yeah. It's not in the same. It's not dissimilar from L Train. Yeah, it's a little more.
I think it's pretty similar actually. I think it's in the same.
It's a little more fraternity, I think.
Did he give himself the L Train name, or was that bestowed to him?
I don't know. I mean, his college friends and my mom, they call him Skeet. And I don't know why. I've never asked.
Don't ask.
It's best that you don't.
No.
Yeah, agreed.
You've gone this long. You're probably fine not knowing.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's dangerous to know at this point.
That's really funny.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
When I was watching the Oscars, there was a part where they had the K-pop Demon Hunters performing, and then they had all the Stellan Skarsgårds and Leo DiCaprio's and all these famous actors, and they got to wave around this K-pop flashlight stick.
Bro.
Were your kids ever into some bullshit like that when,
Dude, hold on.
whatever, 5-6 years ago?
I can't imagine Leonardo DiCaprio doing that.
I don't know if he was, but I mean, it appeared that the whole entire
they give him
audience
out,
of these dignified actors, they're waving the stick around like they're at a fucking...
Oh, God.
But I'm assuming your kids, because of you and their father, were steered in the right direction musically and culturally? Or did they have a couple speed bumps along the way?
What do you mean?
Like, were they into some bullshit ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're teens.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that I forget that the K-pop Demon Hunters thing is something that I've never heard it. I've never heard it. I've only seen it on award shows.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually heard it or seen it.
Because it's for children.
But it feels like it doesn't exist to me in some ways, and then it pops up in the largest stages in the world.
Do you want to know a childhood trauma that I have not ever gotten over?
I feel like you probably have a lot, but if you want to start here, that's fine.
Yeah, I'll just I'm going to say one.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. I really wanted to go to Tower Records and get Biz Marquis's tape.
Okay.
Just a Friend, was that the song?
Yeah, just
You're
a friend.
26 years old, so I don't know how you were, but whatever. We'll get into it. I guess
I'm
we'll figure it out.
26 times 2.
Yeah, you're younger than you're younger than me, but that feels old head, I will say. So impressive.
I'm 44. How old are you?
I'm like 1 year older than you. We're all three of us are Virgos.
I'm 43, yeah.
You're 43.
You're 44, I'm 45.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we're all Virgos.
Whoa, I did not know that. Okay, wait.
And we're all into tatted up emo guys too.
When is your birthday?
I'm September 4.
September 14th.
My son is the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
We're all Virgo queens. That's so special.
What is your birthday? You said your son's not.
September 21st.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
Wow.
very last, when everyone is so sick of Virgos and they're like, I cannot listen to one more Virgo say it's Virgo season. Then I pop up.
Well, to be fair, I don't think I've ever said it's Virgo season. Maybe I've said it in jest, but I guess it still
You
counts.
should.
Chris and I are not super astrological, if you could imagine. We don't have as many crystals on our Shopify as you do.
How many times? What kind of healers have you seen in your life, Nicole?
I've seen many. I have seen many.
She is
I
healed.
mean, you grew up in LA, so you don't really have a choice. But I mean, are we saying like how far are you willing to go? If classic therapist is one,
I am not a current in my adult stage. I'm not like a current healer seeker. Like I'm not like looking for a guru to change my life. But I
Sure.
did grow up. If someone was thinking about LA and they said, oh, I'm sure that they grew up with psychics and
you're like,
astrologers are in their house, I did. My
Okay.
parents were friends with astrologers and all the things. And yeah,
I think
Mhm.
astrology, for some reason, I don't participate, but I'm okay with it. The other stuff is a little too far for me. The
okay.
palm reader.
I'm not even saying like, this isn't, being a Virgo queen is not even like, I don't think you need to care about actually any other signs or care about astrology, period. Like, I think it's just more, I just love my Virgo-ness and I love my birthday. And I think that you should too.
Okay, so do you have?
Okay.
Are you a birthday queen? Like you have a big party every year, and it's about you? Is it a week long?
We don't love our birthday so much. We don't dread it, but like, how can you teach us as a Virgo queen to love and appreciate our birthday more? Just have more self-worth in general.
So a few years ago, after my 40th, I stopped throwing myself a birthday party because I just feel like it's silly. So my friend Cleo and I, who's also a Virgo,
Clee.
we throw a party together called Virgo Fest. And I think you guys should both come because all Virgos get a headband and it says Virgo Queen. Need one. And you need to be there.
Virgo Fest sounds like
Wow.
something that happens in Atlanta, if you know what I mean.
Exactly.
It would be an honor. It would be an honor to go to Virgo
Okay,
Fest.
well, you have to come.
It would be
and
an honor.
by the way, we
Is
celebrate.
it black tie or can I just wear regular?
You wear your Virgo Queen cape.
Okay, whatever I deem necessary for the evening. My armor.
It changes every year.
And our cake has every Virgo we can think of on the cake. So we're not just celebrating. It's like we put all of the Virgos on the cake.
We got Beyonce front and center on there, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Famed Virgo.
Hold on. When you say put them on there, am I going to see like a cartoon of Amy Winehouse's face or like her name?
Her face.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And your face.
Okay, my face as well.
Yes.
Can I ask, is it a collage style? Like, how do you fit these faces on the cake?
It's a collage style. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
for the people at Sweet Lady Jane to figure out, Chris. Don't you worry about it.
Yeah, I'm flying to Van Nuys. Don't ask me the details.
You're like, I don't get the weeds. I'm just telling you what it looks like.
Yeah. Don't be silly.
Okay, how many people attend this festival? Obviously, non-Virgos it's Virgos and the people that love them are invited.
Non-Virgos are invited, but it's more just to worship us as Virgos.
Okay.
So like you would love it. Everyone would fawn over you and adore you.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great for me. I need a little bit of that in my life. I would say
maybe a little gift bag would be nice.
What is your most memorable birthday? I have one that is not really fit for air. Myself.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're all, because I mean, I'm working on a book and I had to get into it the other day, and I was like, wow, I was talking to a friend that I hadn't talked to in a long time, and he was sort of retelling what happened, and I had maybe missed some of the good parts, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked that is how I chose to celebrate. That's all I can say. I mean, it felt like I celebrated, and then I celebrated like a lot. You know what I mean?
Same.
Maybe a little too much celebration.
in those special years that we've all had, sometimes not every occasion is a reason to have a blowout party. It's funny how you find a way, like St. Patrick's Day, I'm going to go on a 4-day bender, and you're like, you're not even Irish, you don't even know what it, Flag Day, bitch, let's get a bag.
I have been to, wait, is it St. Patrick's Day today? It's today, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, you guys, technically my last name is Madden, and so I'm offended that you have not wished me a happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, wow.
From the Madden clan.
I'm sure they're celebrating. I mean, I'm sure you're going to have some green mashed potatoes tonight.
Yeah, I guess I'm not wearing any green, so I'll pinch myself. I have green eyes.
Do not do that. My walls are green. Does that count? I don't know what. I don't
Works
know.
Every time.
It does. No, you're very.
Am I wearing?
You're very
I'm actually.
St. Patrick's
I
Day.
do have green on. Actually, I didn't even think about that. That's nice.
I got nothing.
That's nice.
And green. I look good in green too. It's a shame.
Wow, I really don't.
Okay, so you guys gonna have some some corned beef and boiled cabbage for supper tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I can tell
Yeah.
that. Do you have what's your diet looking like? Do you have a twisted diet, or are you pretty normal?
I love all the foods. I love everything.
Okay, so you're open to it all. You're not restricting yourself like I don't eat orange or something.
I do eat oranges, yeah.
Oh, I don't mean oranges. I mean the color. You know what I mean?
I don't eat the color orange.
Remember when people were like, what was it? It was like, I don't eat purple foods, or I only eat purple foods. This was a thing.
Yeah.
This was like a whole.
Or some people are like, no white sauces at all. Like they're repulsed by it. You know what I mean? Nothing creamy.
I'm kind of repulsed by that.
Yeah, I wouldn't search for something creamy. Like that's not exciting to me, but if it called for it.
You don't seem like a mayonnaise lover.
No, I don't like mayonnaise.
See,
I
same.
really don't like mayonnaise.
Gross.
You must have had a tough time down there with the po' boys.
And I don't love cheese.
You don't love cheese?
No.
Wow.
And it started out, it was a vanity thing because dairy, I have rosacea, and so dairy will inflame my face.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just became like not excited about it. But however, after our cute spelling bee, Jason, did you have those smash burgers outside? There was a truck outside.
I did have one.
And I had a smash burger, and I haven't stopped thinking about it.
Oh, really?
Name the smash.
This was a smash burger that had cheese on it as well, right?
It had cheese on it. Yeah. So that's basically what I was getting at is like, will I have a cheeseburger? Yes. And if you said, do you want a grilled cheese? I would say yes. So maybe I do like cheese.
Okay. Certain cheeses.
I kind of understand what you're saying because I'm not really interested in like a cheese plate. You know what I mean? That's like that doesn't really do much for me.
No, that's disgusting. Yeah.
The burger place is called L.A. Burg. They pop up sometimes in front of McCall's Butcher Shop in Atwater Village is how I know them. But it's a smash burger with a little chili in it.
Well, it was my first time and it was excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
So shout out to, what are they called?
L.A. Burg or La Burg. I'm not exactly sure.
I'm pretty sure it's LA.
Yeah, but these are Mexican fools, and their fonts are in Old English. Don't test me.
It's a wild guess. A wild guess.
La Burg.
I had
La
so
Burga
much fun
Dan.
at that spelling bee, and it's because of that I'm doing this podcast. Do you guys know this is my second podcast ever?
Well, I was. It was funny because I was talking to Jacob. I was like, sometimes when we have a guest on, I'll go pull up their name on my Apple podcast and listen to some recent episodes, see where their head's at, see where their level of, sense of humor and level of being offended is, so I can get a feel for it. And there was not really anything. There's just thousands of episodes where other people talk about you, but you were not on there, other than call her daddy.
Well, let me tell you, I'm offended just regardless. So we can cover that. We can get that out of the way. I'm offended.
What
right
are you
now.
offended by?
And no, I'm not. I don't know. I've just decided that I am.
Look, I get it, sister.
But no, I'm not on the podcast. I'm not on the podcast circuit.
Which makes this more special and amazing that you are taking the time to chat with us, because I just figured that, because we're no call her daddy.
Yeah, I assumed you had Dear Media had written you a check for a 10 at some point. You know what I mean? You'd done your own is what I would have assumed.
Yeah, Sophia. So I think we all have Sophia Rossi in common. And she just said to me, you need to go on this podcast. These guys are great.
I've talked to Sophia about this before. This is like 2 years in the making. We were trying to get you to do our show in LA and it didn't work, like live.
Yeah, but I'm not like being difficult. I just like, I haven't done.
No, it's cool.
It wasn't like an active no. I just haven't done it. And I will say, to be fair, you guys are two straight men. I mean, you are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I know that you are, Jason, but I
don't
can't imagine talking to two men for an hour. I'm like, what is that? What does that mean?
You don't talk, you don't hang out with any, I mean, besides your husband and his brother.
Yeah.
You don't hang out with, you don't have any straight guys in the clique.
No.
Like, actually, there aren't family members. None.
Okay, so it's girls and gays only. So this is a healthy dose of some straight man energy that you need. It's like when you need just a little bit of a vaccine, so you're able to, survive straight guys in the world.
Yeah, like this is cool. I'm having a nice time, surprisingly.
Yeah.
This is actually super cool.
This is actually,
despite everything, against all odds.
Despite everything.
Yeah, I mean, we're carrying a nation of straight men on our shoulders, trying to show the rest of the world that 1% of us are somewhat tolerable.
No, I'm not going to do that. Nicole, men are back, and you need to fucking be on notice, okay?
Clearly, no, like I'm on board. Look at me. I'm with call her daddies.
There we go.
And having the time.
Unfortunately, that might stick. Yeah. Do you listen or now as the kids say, watch any pot? Do you consume any though?
No.
You're just reading books.
I'm watching TV. I'm listening to music.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing. Like was not like an active no. I'm not like I'm just. And Sophia was like, do it, and she's my best friend, and I was like, okay.
And we had such a good time at the B that really sealed the deal,
We did. Although you're very tall, so that was a little scary, but
because you're small.
I'm 5'1".
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
Well, I'm not going to hurt you physically or anything like that, but my presence in the room can be a lot,
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for your strength.
Mostly when you open your mouth. It has nothing to do with the physical stuff.
I thought you did a good job spelling, by the way. I mean, we were all a little worried and nervous.
Oh,
but
for
we all
me
did pretty
or
well.
just in general?
No, for everyone in general, except for the guy that won. He seemed to be pretty confident, but
nerd.
By the way, you could ask me to spell cat, and in front of an audience, like sometimes you just freeze in those moments. But it was very fun.
Yeah.
I also think none of us knew, or I didn't really know what I was walking into. Like, I didn't have a visual.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
To be clear, though, to be clear, Jason did beat you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you? Did you win?
I got second place.
Cool.
I got I should have won, but I got Le Bouton instead of Lamborghini. I got in my head about it. It was tough.
Yeah, you get in your head when you're on the spot like that.
People yell out words and answers in the audience, and you get confused. Who said that?
Well, that's some. I think Substack cheaped out on security then, because we're not. You shouldn't have people yelling in the audience. That's a.
I agree.
That's distracting to the people on
Take
stage.
down that potential threat.
I would pause, and I was kind of looking for, like, I just wanted someone to, like, magically tell me a letter that I should be saying, and I was, like, looking around for someone to help me, and
you're saying
no
you were
did.
searching for eye contact in hopes that someone would maybe cheat a little.
Would be like,
and you can
give me a little wink, and that wink I would magically know was a seed.
You could have planted someone for this if you were really thinking ahead, but I guess people don't want to be part of a cheating scandal.
Yeah. But next time I would cheat. If I got asked back, I would cheat.
Yeah. Just hire one of your smartest friends, get a little earpiece, tuck it behind the hair.
Yeah.
Feeding the answers to you, no problem.
Yeah, you could hide an earpiece, no problem.
Yeah, cheating's cool.
I agree. Well, actually, on the subject of transgressions like that, were you ever a shoplifter?
I was never a shoplifter, but I did one time steal, remember Pogs?
Of course.
Unfortunately, yes. I think we are the exact demo for Pogs.
The Hawaiian flip cap game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there was a Pog store on Barrington in LA, in Brentwood, and I stole a Pog. So I'm admitting, and I'm sorry.
I bet whoever owned the Pog store in Brentwood probably made a lot of money in those 3 years.
So I'm sorry.
Do you remember was it a slammer?
It was a slammer. Yes.
It better be a slammer.
Do you remember what kind of slammer it was?
I don't. I actually didn't even remember slammer until you said it, and it's making me happy.
To be fair, slammer's worth a little jail time at least. It's like if it was just a regular piece of cardboard, it's like whatever. But if you did a month in Brentwood County,
I did a month for stealing an O.J. Simpson slammer.
going down.
I remember those were popular at the time.
That was one of the greatest. That's one of the greatest trends to come. That is, I think, I guess Beanie Babies was ours too, but there was more money in that. But I feel like Pogs, that was an unbelievable 1 year, and then it was completely over.
Yeah, like going back to what you said about like, do your kids listen to bad music or whatever? Like, do they do silly things? Like we all do. Like everyone has a craze. Everyone's got something bad that they're listening to. Oh wait, can I go back to my childhood trauma and tell you my cute little story?
Yeah.
Sure.
So I wanted to get Biz Marquis's tape.
Oh yes.
Just a friend.
The Tower Records on Sunset Boulevard.
Yes. So I asked my parents to drive me to Tower Records, and I went in and I got the tape, and I got back in the car and I sat in the back seat, and my parents said, "Oh, let's listen to what you bought." And I played it, and I'm sure they were just having the same conversation that we would have now as adults, like, "Oh, this music, these kids, LOL," some version of that. But in my childhood brain, my parents were laughing at me and making fun of me for my music, and I cried in the back seat. And I was really upset. So I will not shame my kids for something that they're
that's a good lesson
into, or that they were when they were little.
So they're like, "This shit is trash, Nicole. Get this shit out of my cassette deck."
Yeah. And by the way, it wasn't, because we all know that song.
Yeah, I agree.
It's stuck in our heads. It's iconic.
No, it's a classic. I don't think I ever wanted to hear it, but it's a classic, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like one of those that's embedded. But I'm glad that you've used your trauma for good and you've turned the ship around.
Yeah, I have. I will never do what my parents did to me.
Break the cycle, Nicole.
I'm breaking the cycle.
The music that I played, my parents were like, "What are you like? What is wrong with you?" It wasn't like, it was like, why are you so mad? Like, why are you worshiping Satan kind of vibe,
Right.
Or why are you such a bitch, when you would like mix it up, the Slayer with the Elliott Smith or whatever.
My parents, they still think I'm a bitch. Don't worry about that. That's still part of the black household.
Do you and your husband ever, do you guys bond over musical tastes now more than when you first started dating?
Do we bond more over music now?
Just like as the years have passed, have your musical tastes sort of found each other? Since I'm assuming you were both coming from different places when you first linked up.
How much? Yeah, I don't know how much Misfits you were listening to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, like he has introduced me to, and he listens to a lot of indie music as well. That's not a genre that I'm well versed in. I listen to a lot of classic rock, but his dad grew up listening to a lot of classic rock.
Sure.
When you say classic rock, you're like Foreigner or like Led Zeppelin.
Zeppelin.
Okay.
So no bitch shit. Just some real some Leonard Skinner maybe.
Leonard Skinner, yes. I'm more like 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Laurel Canyon?
No, The Doors.
I love the Doors, but I'm not like listening to the Doors in my car, but like the Turtles.
Sure.
Okay.
Guys, I also love Britney Spears.
Yeah, of course.
I love pop music. Like I love pop music. I love Nina Simone as my favorite singer. I play Nina Simone Pandora in my house all day long.
I was hoping you were gonna be like, you know what? He really turned me on to Taking Back Sunday, and they're kind of my favorite band now. So I left Nina Simone in the dust. This is bullshit.
Nina All Day is good. It's really hard to beat Nina Simone.
Nina All Day is good on the soul.
Well, I hate to ask this question, but is it Pandora? Is it the paid version or is it the version with ads?
It's the paid version. However, a few years ago, I had something happen. I don't know what happened, and I all of a sudden started getting ads, and I just did not know how to fix it. Like no matter what, I could not fix it, and it was like I kept when I had friends over, I kept finding myself like announcing that I don't know how to fix it. I was like ashamed.
As you should be. I mean, it feels like you're in like a restaurant that's going out of business if you hear the Pandora ads come on.
Yeah. But
Pandora.
Come to think of it now, I don't get ads, so I don't
Somebody
know.
figured it out. Somebody in the house figured it out.
Somebody figured
it out. That's good.
I was in Van Nuys, but someone handled that for me.
Okay, speaking of the house, they just found out they just unmasked the artist Banksy. Did you guys ever have any Banksy-like artwork in the crib?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Any actual Banksies?
No.
Just stuff adjacent to.
Yeah.
What is it?
Okay.
It's not the guy from Massive Attack, right?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Just some random guy.
It's just some guy.
Okay,
Okay.
but
Well, that's boring.
so what do you have in the house?
My husband really is the art guy in the house. I am not, and my parents.
It's a Joel question.
It's a Joel question. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send him a DM.
Yeah. Ask him.
I wanted to ask you about that TV show that you did in 2018 because it was really good.
Okay. Which one?
Great News.
I love that show so much.
But I feel like a lot of people liked it. I feel like it was kind of a thing.
We had the
and
best
people were very
time.
happy but people were particularly happy with you.
Oh, that's
because
nice.
I think it was a surprise.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I think people were like, "Oh, this is actually so cool. We didn't know that she was into that. We didn't know she did this." And I just feel like how long did it last though? It was pretty quick.
It was 2 seasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So you
we were
sad to
all
see it
we were
go.
all so sad. We were so sad. Do you guys know Tracy Wigfield at all?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I feel like she's very funny and feels energetically like she would be friends with you guys. But
Okay.
it was her show and she created it, her and Tina Fey. And it was the best.
Did they call you specifically for this? Or were you guys friends?
No, I auditioned for it.
Damn. Okay. You said I got out the mud like the regular people. I like that.
Yeah. I was in those streets.
Are you still auditioning?
I audition sometimes and sometimes not.
Wow.
No, I
okay.
didn't.
You know?
I've never saw Great News, and I'm ashamed to say I didn't even know about it. I'm sorry.
No, it was like a thing because I remember reading about it, and the whole thing was like, and you know what? Honestly, Nicole Richie kills it. That was like the whole.
Oh, that's so nice.
Breakout performance from Nicole Richie.
That was like that was like sort of the main hook to the press. I felt
That's so
like
nice.
so I didn't know.
Thank you.
You're the Kylie Jenner of the moment, if that makes any
Yeah.
sense to you.
What's the current moment?
The moment it's a Charlie XCX movie that came out a few months ago,
yes,
and
yes.
Kylie has
Okay,
like a little random 2-minute cameo in it, and everyone is like, out of all these actors, she
She's the
kind
star.
of she kind of gave the best performance or like left
Cool.
the longest impression, you know.
Oh, so cool.
So you're a Kylie kind of.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch Great News.
It's good. It's good. I think
Okay.
you can still watch it, right? I guess you can watch everything now.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
Give those guys a couple shekels.
Yeah, I'm sure you got some good back end on that one.
I think they need it.
I'm sure you got some good back. But what do you want to be doing? Did you like doing that because it was a challenge, or was that like what you actually wanted to be doing?
I love acting. I love doing comedy. I love it so much.
Well, what about podcasting? You're a comedic talker.
You can do
You're
it
a
at
funny
home.
person. You're jovial. You do it from home in your pajamas. Make a little side cash.
You get all your little moms to come over. You guys get the wine out. Get the fucking what's the wine brand? What's the brand called?
No, you probably, since you're a Breaking Bad head, you're probably drinking that fucking Dos Hombres shit, aren't you?
I thought you were
sipping on
gonna
that
say-
dose?
I thought you were saying so. You're probably drinking crystal meth. I'm like, yeah, I am.
You're probably shooting crystal meth.
I am. That's
Okay.
my brand.
I like that. I like the idea that you like the show so much. You're like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna do meth. This show is so good.
It's just
I had to
looks
try.
amazing. Yeah, and I'm influenced.
I just had to try it. Yeah, I think that podcasting. I will say we don't want you to join the space just because a lot of you guys have come in and eaten our lunch, so it's a little bit. It's dog eat dog right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're at war with famous people who can podcast.
We're at war with smartless
Because they just shoot right up to the top, is what you're saying?
because they've made $200 million and we have not. Mainly is the number one thing. And we have gay guys we could add to the mix. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal, but it seems like I don't think that's the differentiating factor. I think
we're learning that being famous is important in this town.
Oh yeah, that's a good discovery.
I'm learning that having a 15 to 20 year career on television actually helps when you go audio only.
Right.
We're doing it the old-fashioned way.
I think it is more. I appreciate your restraint because I feel like I can only imagine that people have at least approached you or thought about it, and you've either said no or acted uninterested.
Yeah. Also like, so my husband has also said the same thing to me, on some level. Like it hasn't been a focused conversation of why don't you have a podcast, but we've talked about it. And he was like, he said, you're looking at a podcast in a very different, like the world has changed from your, I think my understanding of a podcast is like whenever they started.
Yeah.
And he said, anytime someone sits with anyone and it's a video, like that is a podcast. So he was like, those shows that you've done, like this show I did, Candidly Nicole, and he's like, all those shows, like technically could be podcasts. And so anyway, so we were at BookFest and I flew out all my friends and I was interviewing my favorite authors and we were having the time. And we've done it now for a few years. Like we designed the whole thing. It's called the Burgundy Room. It's so fab. And anyway, I was talking to Joel about it when we were on the phone, and he said, that's a podcast.
Burgundy Room is a podcast, queen.
And I was like, right. So,
and it is an upmarket. It's an upmarket name as well.
yeah, it's cool.
The Shade Room, the Burgundy Room sounds better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That is the. I mean, we've gotten into this a lot on the show because as traditionalists, there is a differentiation as far as because we've been told by other people that the Netflix thing with podcasts is they call it a podcast even though it's just a talk show, so they can.
It's a show.
Skip union fees.
And is that something that you guys want to do, or do you do that? Do you sit down with people in person?
We're doing something that's more akin to like Talk Soup Weekend Update, where it's us at like a desk talking about current events with like with images and graphics and stuff on the.
So no guests.
Oh, we will have guests, but it's not this. It's not the call her daddy model. It's not that model where it's like.
It's not that model.
It's not going to be two people in two chairs in a set in
a beautiful setting.
In a beautiful setting, crying about your childhood or whatever.
Well, we're open to the crying, but
I think that maybe you're too tall to be in person with your guests. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I've been told that I'm too tall for roles over the years in Hollywood.
Yeah, so I think this is nice.
We're so tall.
So you're saying we're so grotesquely tall, but better to keep it audio only so we don't
I don't want to scare
the children and stuff.
Yes, that's true.
Like, I'm just saying it would cross my mind if you said come into the studio and let's do a podcast. I would say he's so tall.
That's your feedback.
So what would that look like?
We'd be sitting down though, so it's.
I would say, like, how are you going to get us in the same frame? How tall are you?
6'9", and Chris is 6'4".
Wait, you really are 6'9"?
Yeah.
Real talk, queen.
Nicole, Are your feet touching the ground when you sit down?
So when we were, so Jedediah and I were walking across Tulane this weekend, and we saw they had like very high benches, and I guess people were swinging their legs. And Jed goes, he just was observing, and he said, I love when adults swing their legs. And I looked over and I said, Jed, that's what I do every day.
I've never not swung.
This is why I asked that.
I was like, that's actually my life. But it's funny that you observed that.
Yeah, I would say once every 8 years I sit on something where I could swing.
I feel like I have some pictures of you on my phone where we would find like like an oversized novelty chair.
The hotel lobby giant chair. I'm swinging in that.
Yeah,
bitch.
like a big chair. That's a fun one.
How is flying for you? Do you have to fly first? Like, what do you do?
Private
or private?
I mean, I don't have to. Luckily, as I've gotten older, the amount of lay flats are increasing in my day to day. But I've flown hundreds and hundreds of flights in the back of coach, and it's just. I mean, I'm a little
squeeze in.
My philosophy is when you fit nowhere, you fit everywhere. So you just kind of like, what's the option? You just make it work.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro.
And you could use that for like other things, not just flying. Okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, this is a life lesson.
Because you were 6'9" when your ass was broke, so there ain't no you know.
I've been broke in 6'9" and not broke at 6'9". There's huge differences.
I think I just assume when you're that tall, like you just have to then be rich.
That's what his wife assumes too, but sometimes you can't hit the mark. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Like you can't just be like rolling around.
You can't be tall.
You can't be like ripping and running.
Well, the problem is that being tall as a man is from what women have been saying in the last decade. That's the most. That's the highest virtue you can have as a man. You can be an asshole. You can be poor. You can be a drug addict. But if you're tall, you're fine. You're at least fucking, if nothing else. And that
exonerates all of your wrongdoings.
It's bad. It's been prioritized too much, I would say. And I'm someone who probably benefits from that. And I still think it's been prioritized too much.
And you're 6'4".
Yeah,
that also feels tall. But we're now coming from 6'9", so I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
No, it works in my favor.
Really, that's fine. He's 6'4" and hairless, so that's something. But
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Different strokes.
Because I stand next to him and people in pictures, and it makes me look like I'm like 5'8", and then I meet someone, they're like, oh shit, actually. So it's a nice surprise.
But I like to say that it's the only handicap that zero people have sympathy for.
Right. I don't know if girls care about being tall. I mean, I think I would rather be my height than 5'4".
Girls don't want to look old.
I'd either want to be 5'9".
Women don't want to look old.
5'1".
That's all they care about, from what I can tell. They just don't want to look old.
Yeah,
they don't want to look old, and they don't want to be fat.
Yeah,
Those
no guy has ever been like, I found this. She's so hot, but she's a little short for me, so I'm not gonna fuck her.
No man has ever said
she's
that.
a little tiny for me.
But I don't know, bro. She's only 5'5". I don't know if I can do it. Like, imagine if
she
it
keeps
was
wanting to hang out with me, but I don't know. She's not tall enough.
No, we matched, and she was cool, but I just
that just doesn't happen. Whereas,
but the height thing is strange.
It's strange. It's been prioritized to the point of like short king is part of our lexicon now. Short king is a term that my mom probably knows. You know what I mean? That did not exist like 10 years ago.
Which means like you're so awesome and you've done so much in your life despite your height. You're tolerable to be around.
Well, I hear tall girls when they go out on dates with guys, if they're taller than the guy, I think that's strange for them.
Well, of course. Yeah, that's bad for
because they want to feel like babies sometimes, you know?
Baby.
Yeah.
Which is tough for me as the tallest guy in the club always. Back when I was single, there'd always every friend group have the one fucking volleyball chick that would come over and you got to meet my friend, and I'm like, "Oh, no, this," and I'm being arranged with the woman that can beat me in arm wrestling,
like, no,
and I'm
not
saying, I can't feel like.
Why
baby.
do you think? Just because I'm tall don't mean I like that. Yeah, I don't want no WNBA fucking starting.
But that makes me feel bad for very tall women. It's a tough go out there.
Yeah,
I think they do fine. They're either models or athletes. It's tough.
No, but I mean like women that are like as tall as I am. Like they're very few, but like there's a woman who's 6'8" right now who's having a tough go at life.
And she's like, I want to find a man, but like now he has to be tall.
Who is this woman that could frame mog you? Is she a athlete?
No, I don't know who these people are, but they do exist.
But
I've seen them pop up on Instagram or something like that, and there's people who are into like tall women and like large women fetishes and stuff. So thanks to technology, you can be a giant fucking cave dwelling monster of a lady and make a pretty good amount of money on OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Just sitting on little guys and squishing stuff.
I didn't even think about that. There are new income streams for women of that stature, and they're probably quite profitable. I would say it's better for your body. OnlyFans is better for your body than playing a couple years in the WNBA.
Yeah, now send me a photo of you standing in a doorway. Oh, yeah.
You're telling me you have to duck every time?
Yeah. Things that you don't have to worry about, right, Nicole? You've never hit your head in a doorway?
Yeah, this is not, no, I just, but I would look at you on a plane like you're the person I would look at and say, I'm not even going to pretend like I can put my bag in the overhead space. It's just not an option for me. So, and there's always someone there that I can just politely ask, would you mind?
You point at me, you point at the Rimowa, and you say, make it happen.
My question to you is, though, you remember a couple years ago that was looked down upon. There was a whole line of thinking that it was disrespectful to help a woman put her, like you're taking away her agency if you help her put her back up.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, no, I'm down for it too. I'm not no, I'm like,
this is a real thing.
Help me.
Yeah.
In this lane. I can do a lot of things myself. That is not one of them.
I like to help, but for a couple years I was weary. I wouldn't offer unless I saw a visible struggle because I was afraid of what would happen to me on,
I just go ahead and ask. Like I don't even make it. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to pretend like I say, will you please help me? And we just get it out of the way really fast.
That's not,
it's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I've been doing that at supermarkets my whole life, getting a little something on the top shelf.
Yes.
For all the mamacitas out there.
You need those Triscuits, shorty? Let me get those for you.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a real offer, Jason. That's really sweet of you.
Not those beans. The other one. One's on the top. Usually at the end of certain episodes with certain guests, we ask this one question.
Okay.
If you don't want to answer it, you can totally not answer it, and we can just cut the whole thing.
Okay.
Top 5 prescription drugs of all time.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, of all the drugs out there that pharmaceutical companies make that we have enjoyed over the years, Vicodins, Xanaxes, Oxycontins.
Oh, okay. I'm okay. I'm understanding. I mean, I've enjoyed all of them. I don't know. Right now at 44, I'm very into meclizine, but it's not fun. It's more just
what the
helps
fuck is
me
that?
with my vertigo.
Meclizine.
It's like a prescription version of Dramamine.
Oh,
okay. An anti-nausea.
It's an dizzy vertigo medication, and it's not fun, but I appreciate it.
Okay.
Have you always had vertigo, or did it develop?
It ended up developing.
Damn.
Later in life.
Oh, I've heard this. I've heard this from a few people actually, but it comes on and then it's kind of intense, and then it can go. It just goes away, right? Like it's like a pretty
sporadic.
But how the episodes can last whatever amount of time is that?
Days could be.
Oh wow, are you bedridden?
At its height, yes.
Damn.
Yeah, okay. So there's a peak and then it kind of tails off, but you're not in the clear.
Yeah, there's versions of it that are not that. But for example, if I'm getting in an Uber, I have to sit in the front seat.
Oh, so there's little things that you now know that I have to do this.
That I just know that set me off. And I love roller coasters so much. And I never thought, I used to look down on adults that would not go on roller coasters.
Shit. We're at the end of this. And
I would say, I'm never going to be.
I'm also a coaster lover, Nicole. How did we just get to the?
I
my God.
Love them. I love roller coasters.
Oh, this is terrible.
Okay. So the curse of being a roller coaster lover with vertigo is what you have.
Yeah.
It's tough.
That's its own episode, I think.
Wow. If you could just, all right, I don't mean to bring up a sore subject, but what is your favorite coaster? If you had to, of all time, because mine's the Great American Scream Machine at Six Flags Over Georgia. I grew up in Atlanta. That's my top.
Okay.
It's rickety. It's wood. It's not one of those new modern joints, so you can kind of catch a little air if you sit in the back seat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What's coming to mind right now is Tatsu.
Tatsu?
I'm unfamiliar. That sounds like a restaurant you would have eaten at before you went to Hyde. So if you could give me a little more detail.
Tatsu Ramen over there on Melrose. It's great.
I wonder if that's the name.
Yeah, it's a ramen place on Melrose. But what else is it? What else does it do?
Guys, that might not be the name, but it's at Magic Mountain and it's fun. And it starts with a T.
Okay.
No, it is called Tatsu.
But what is the vibe I'm saying? Is it like is it upside down? Are you flying like Superman? Is it
you're
go
strapped
up, come
in
down?
And you go forward.
Forward. Okay, sure.
What's that one X where you're going through the flames. You said you're a Six Flags guy.
He's going to the one in Atlanta. He's not a Magic Mountain head.
Right.
I had an amazing summer. I used to manage a band, and we did a deal where they played every Six Flags one summer.
Wow.
So I went to most of them that summer, and we had like the escort and everything, and I was like, it was the best summer of my life.
I'll tell you what I can't do that really freaks me out is the roller coasters that go from 0 to full speed immediately. That like does something. I feel like I possibly will have a heart attack. So
sure.
That's a no for me.
I like a more of a classic style, but I think they've gotten too advanced technology.
But I like let's not get crazy with it. Like I love a fall is very like do you lean forward? What do you do when you're dropping?
Of course. Oh, I'm gonna
push
lean.
my body forward and then it becomes like relaxing.
I'm floating.
Yeah,
I'm in a float tank.
I've got the Tatsu wiki pulled up. Fly at the speed of fear.
That's my
and
vibe.
It says you're situated in a vertical standing position. Each car pivots 90 degrees, transitioning riders into a horizontal flying position.
Oh, I miss it.
Oh,
so sad.
I love how we're speaking so fondly and romantically of Tatsu over at Samurai Summit at Magic Mountain.
It's really sad that guys feel bad for me. I can't ride it anymore.
I do. Maybe we can play a little roller coaster tycoon on the iPad or something like that. Just scratch the itch. I don't know.
We'll get you some goggles. We'll get you some VR goggles, and you can just live your truth on the couch. That sounds even better.
Yeah.
We're going to clear that vertigo up using AI technology, and we're going to get you back on those riding those rails again, Mama.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, Nicole, thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. This was so much fun.
Our treat. Anything to plug? Just go check out some House of Harlow, buy some jewelry. That's pretty much it?
Yeah. Do it.
Do it.
We didn't even get into your being a female founder, my favorite subject. I love to support female founders.
Next episode.
That's why we had you on today, really.
Something to grow on.
Oh, well, I'm glad we didn't talk about it.
People are familiar with your founderdom. It's not like I need to tell them.
Tell Joel we say hi as well.
I will.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.